Molly, Raheem and Ella all wanted to know how many elephants there are left in Africa and why they're being killed. And that's a really great question. And in fact, in 2016, a big organisation and a big survey went through to find out the answer to that question. And they found out that there's about 350,000 elephants left in Africa, which is a lot less than people thought. And what was really worrying about that is some places where people had thought elephants were doing well as recently as about 2007, some of those populations crashed out by about 80%. So that was a loss, that 350 was a loss of about 140,000 elephants in 7 years, which was really alarming for people. That isn't true everywhere. It's not every population that's been hit equally. Some populations were hit super hard, some did okay, some even increased a bit. So obviously Africa's a huge continent and all the contexts are different. But I think what is driving a lot of the problems for elephants is two things. There's the ivory trade, which people are getting more and more aware about, and there's been loads of publicity on. So people are killing elephants for their tusks to turn them into trinkets and to turn them into actually very beautiful pieces of art in Asia, especially in China. And then the second thing, which is probably less understood and less talked about because it's very locally context dependent, it depends really where you are and what you're talking about, is that there's lots more people living in Africa now, like there is everywhere in the world, and they need more space and they need space to grow food. So along with lots of other species, elephants are also being squeezed out of habitats. So I think those two things are the two things that are really driving elephant population declines. That big loss that I was talking about, that was mostly driven by poaching for ivory, but it's definitely been made worse by elephants not being able to move around as much as they used to.